So I know I created a few guides for Black Myth Wukong, and some of them included how to get to certain secret areas in certain chapters. Well, today I'm going to be putting all those secret areas into one video, but it's going to be for every single chapter. Today we're going to be talking about how to get to every secret area of every chapter in the game, including some extra stuff that you might need to know here and there along the way. So I hope this video helps you. If it does, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If not, it's all good. We love y'all anyway. Also, there will be timestamps down below, so if you're at a certain chapter and you need to know a certain secret area, we got you. Anyways, let's get to the video. All right, first things first, we're going to be talking about how you can get to the secret area in chapter 1. So you're going to have to ring 3 bells that you see throughout the map. You're going to go to the Forest of Wolves outside the forest shrine, follow the path that you see right here, and you will run into a boss that is going to be a pretty decent fight. However, once you do defeat him, he will give you a really cool transformation, which you can turn into him, and I actually use this transformation quite a bit throughout the game up until I found some other ones. Now, after you defeat him, you're going to head to this bell right here, and you want to make sure that you ring it. This will be bell number 1. Now, in order to get to bell number 2, you are going to need to go to Bamboo Grove Snake Trail Shrine. Follow this path that you see right here on the screen. Now, this path will take you directly to an area where you will fight another boss. Now, after you defeat this boss, he should be a pretty okay fight if you're still lower level for the chapter 1 area. However, once you do defeat him, you are going to get his spirit, so don't forget to collect that, and then you're going to want to turn around and head up these stairs. Once you head up these stairs, you will find the second bell, and make sure you ring it. Now, the third bell is also going to be Bamboo Grove. However, it's going to be a little bit further into Bamboo Grove, which is going to be the Marsh of White Mist. You're going to follow this trail that you see right here. This trail will take you directly to a boss that was very difficult for that level, at least for me. But, once you defeat him, you will be rewarded pretty well. After you defeat him, you're going to want to make a left from where you're seeing right here and go through this little cave. Head all the way to the end where you see this little area, and you will find bell number 3. Now, if you've done this correctly and you ring bell number 3, you will get a pretty cool little cutscene, and you will also be teleported to this brand new area, which is the secret area. This secret area will have a lot of cool loot and another shrine you'll be able to get. Once you go through these doors right here, you will run into this secret boss. Now, once you beat this secret boss, you will get the vessel that I was talking about earlier, which is pretty amazing against fire. Once you get out, you're going to want to examine the fox, and you will get the fireproof mantle. All right, so chapter 2 is quite a bit of a longer one, so sit tight. It's all going to start at Fright Cliff Rock Rest Flat when we very first get here. You're going to want to follow this path to a boar NPC. Now, once you get over here, you will see this individual sitting right here. And once you start talking to him, you're going to want to exhaust all of his dialogue. He'll explain that he's drunk and he needs to sober up. He's going to want a sobering stone. Now, there's going to be 2 ways to go about this. The first way is you're going to just simply purchase the sobering stone from the Rockman quest. Now, the quest is pretty simple. You're going to want to follow this path past the shrine like you saw, go straight, and you're going to want to come to this new area and drop down right here where you see. You're going to speak to this individual. He's going to inform you of a quest where you're going to have to go over here and kill this rock, essentially. So follow this path, and you will go up this way. I started going left, but then got attacked, so I decided to go back. So you're going to continue straight right here. You could go either way. Follow these stairs, come through this crack, head into this cavern, make a right. Another left at the water, and you want to come up this passage that you see right here. Now up here you will encounter the Mother of Stones boss fight. This boss fight is pretty simple. You're going to be attacked in waves with rocks as you are fighting her while she lays there helplessly. So after you do finish this fight, you will get the stone that stone man was actually looking for. So you're going to want to turn around and follow this path back to the stone man as you see here. Now, when you return to the stone man and hand him over what he's looking for, he will obviously jump out of the ground and begin to threaten you. So you can attack him. After you attack him and you do actually finish him off, it's a very simple boss fight, nothing crazy. But you will take the stone back from him that you initially gave him, and then you can speak to him again. Now, once you speak to him, he will let you know that you can purchase something with will, but you're just gonna have to come back after. So come over to this shrine, which is the closest one, and rest. After you rest, you can turn and head right back to him, and once you head back to him, you will get the option to purchase the sobering stone for about 6,400 will. Now there's a second way that I've seen before, and this is option 2 of getting the sobering stone if you do not wish to actually use your will, if you're like me trying to save it up. So you're gonna want to go to Tiger Temple and go through all the way through instead of going down into the cellar. And if you don't know how to get to Tiger Temple, don't worry, I'm going to show you in the next part because it pertains to the next part. Here you are going to be at Windrest Bridge. Now it is told in other guides that in order to get the sobering stone just from looting it, you go across the bridge and you come around here to some pots and you break them. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but you can get it from there from what I've heard. Now once you do get sobering stone, you are going to want to return to Rockrest Flat and head back to the board. After you hand the sobering stone to the boar, he's going to get up like nothing ever happened. He's going to say that he's hungry and his belly needs to be full and blah blah blah, and he's going to send you on another quest. Now you're going to be able to use your talisman here to teleport back to the shrine, and from here you're going to want to go to Tiger Temple. Now if you don't have Tiger Temple already unlocked, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to get there from the Valley of Despair at Sandgate Village. So you teleport to Valley of Despair, you're going to want to go left through this cavern right here. Now first, what I've seen in a lot of other guides is they want you to beat this boss if you haven't already beat the boss, which is the first prince. He's a rat boss and he's pretty straightforward boss. And he's going to be right here on the left when you first get in. However, it is important to note that you're going to want to get him to break that little decorated wall that you see on this screen right here. You're going to want to bait an attack to get him to break the wall, so you can go in there and collect something that's very important. I have another video on that for the long scales to get the mythical staff. Anyways, continue down this path in the same cavern. You'll see this little bridge at the left side of the cavern. Cut through this crack right here, make a right, and follow this path. You will be at Tiger Temple, and you can grab the shrine if you haven't already grabbed it. Now for the quest, you are going to go up these stairs. Just before you get to the main entrance, make a right, you'll see a boar sitting here. You're going to want to talk to him. He is going to ask you for a little treat, and he's going to want a jade lotus. You can basically find them anywhere. It's a flower that you can find. I think it's in the water for the most part, but you should have already grabbed one by now if you like to loot stuff like me. So he will give you a gold piece, and essentially after you receive the gold piece and you exhaust his dialogue, which is important, then you're good to go. You're going to want to head back to Rockrest Flat and head back to the boar. However, this time when you do get back to the boar, it's going to be a little bit different. The boar will be kind of upset and wonder how you got that piece of gold, and he will start trying to fight you. Now, after a short little fight and you do defeat him, he will tell you that you were a good adversary, that he enjoyed the fight, and he will let you into the secret area. Now, once you get into the secret area, you will encounter a tiger, and then you will get to the main boss. Once you defeat the main boss, then you will get a legendary vessel that you will be able to use called the Wind Tamer. Now we're going to be in chapter 3. Once you get to the north shore of Bitter Lake, just after you get off this giant turtle in chapter 3, which is going to be after the pagoda, which is the big prison. You go to this shrine right here, so you want to make sure you collect the shrine. And immediately you're going to turn around and head to the water. In the water, you'll see Qianlong, which is a dragon. That's very important for this quest. And actually the quest giver. He's playing in the water and he will start to eventually attack you. Now, once you finish this boss fight, it's not super challenging, but he will start asking you for a way to become immortal. He will mention Chew Dog, the dog merchant that gives you the pills, and you're going to want to continue talking to him, exhaust his dialogue. Now you can take your talisman and head back to the shrine. Now from this shrine, you're going to want to go into the Tiger Temple cellar where you have Chew Dog chilling here waiting. Now you're going to speak to him and he is going to give you the pill that Qianlong is looking for. After you get this pill, you are good to go and head back to Qianlong. Once you get back to Bitter Lake and you head to Qianlong, you will find him over here by this hut hanging out waiting for you to deliver the pill. Now, once you hand over the pill, you will be awarded with the scroll that brings you into ZODIAC Village. This village is absolutely incredible because it holds all of your merchants in one spot. Now that you have access to ZODIAC Village, you'll be able to go up to Chew Dog and periodically ask him for medicine that he'll literally just give to you for free. Then you can come over here to your monkey friend, the Shen Monkey, and upgrade your gourds. And lastly, you have Qianlong here that will allow you to deliver seeds, and he will literally plant them for you so you can come back later and harvest them. But the biggest and most important thing is this individual right here, the Yin Tiger. Not only can you upgrade your armor and it actually just be incredible, but you can challenge him. And once you defeat him, which by the way, he's a very, very difficult fight, you will receive him as a transformation because he gives you his weapon. And you also get an extra curious slot so you can equip an extra curious, which is absolutely amazing. But it's important to note that when you upgrade your armor here, you can upgrade any armor set from basic all the way up to legendary and even mythical later on in the story. So if you do what I did, the Pilgrim set is probably one of the best sets in the game, and if you upgrade all that all the way up, you can get it all the way to mythical. And this is what the transformation looks like. All right, now guys, after you finish at ZODIAC Village, you're gonna want to head back to the shore of Bitter Lake, and you're gonna want to turn back around and go past where you saw Qianlong up to the temple. You're gonna pass him, you're gonna go up into this temple, and up here you will see a wanderer asking for help. He is surrounded by 3 annoying people. Once you fight those mobs, you will speak with him after you've exhausted all of his dialogue. You're gonna actually go over here and grab this crate along with this little brew over here if you didn't already grab it. It's literally right next to him. Lastly, you're gonna head back to the shrine and you're gonna head deeper into chapter 3. Now, once you get to Valley of Ecstasy, Forest of Felicity, you're gonna follow this trail right here. If you didn't already get there, you can follow this path, you know, while you're playing the game. Once you pass that little temple right there that you saw, you're gonna head down this way, defeat some mobs, and you're gonna run into another shrine. This shrine is gonna be Towers of Karma, where you would have teleported if you have already explored this whole area. You're gonna immediately take this path behind Towers of Karma, and right here you will find the Wanderer once again after you've triggered his quest. Make sure that you've already activated your Ring of Fire and equipped it so you can use it for him. He will be asking for some fire because he's cold. After you've exhausted his dialogue, you're gonna come back over here and you're going to head back to the Forest of Felicity if you haven't already explored. But if you have already explored, you're actually going to fast travel to Brook of Bliss. When you get to the Forest of Felicity, you're actually going to take this path that I show you right here. Once you get to this bridge, you're going to make a right, kill this guy, and you're going to find the Brook of Bliss Shrine. This is the shrine that you would have teleported to. After you get this shrine, you're going to turn back, go across the bridge, make a right, and head down the hill. Now, after you kill a couple mobs, including this annoying little devil, you're gonna head across this lake right here to that very corner where you see that massive stone. There's actually 2 lanterns guiding the way, but you can drop down right here in this secret area that's very easy to miss. And once you get down here, you will be at the melon field. After you get in here, you will walk into this cave, which obviously, as you can tell, will trigger a boss fight, where none other than the Wanderer himself will show up. And yeah, he betrays you. Yeah, yep, he's an asshole. But after you beat this individual right here, you will trigger another cutscene where you will be awarded Spellbind as a kind of gift from the baby Buddha. Now, once you get this spell, you will be done with the treasure hunter quest and you can move on to the next chapter. All right, so chapter 4 is pretty straightforward. Once you get to Webbed Hollow, Upper Hollow, which you see right here, you're going to follow this path that you see. You're going to drop down here and you're going to follow this path through these webbed cocoons. You'll know you're going the right way when you hit this area and you see this greenery, and you're gonna cloud step past everyone if you like. If not, it's all good. And you're gonna head to this shrine called Pool of Shattered Jade. Now, this is going to be where the Venom Taoist is going to be for the first time, considering you need to fight him 2 times to get to the secret area. Now, there's a secret with the Venom Taoist that you're going to find out right here. If you knock off 4 of his arms during the fight, which you actually see me equipping a weaker weapon so I can do this. If you knock off 4 of his arms, you will get a secret arm guard called the Venom Arm Guard. I think Venomous Arm Guard or something cool like that. So once you break him out of this cocoon and he comes out, basically the strategy that you want to go through when you are fighting him in order to try and break his 4 arms off, because you do have to do this during the first encounter, is you immobilize him, get to the back of him, and complete a combo or a heavy attack, and it will typically break off one of his arms. If you're able to do this a few times, by the time you get towards the end of the fight, he will only have 2 arms remaining. However, like I said, if you don't do this on the first encounter, the 4 arms are going to fall off anyway during the cutscene, and you're going to miss your chance on getting these really cool arm guards. Now, after he takes off, as you proceed through chapter 4, you will come to Temple of Flowers, Court of Illumination. You're going to want to take this path that you see right here. Head up some stairs, kill a couple mobs, and loop back to the left, and you will find this arena down this slope where you will then again run into the Venom Taoist. Now, he will be a 2-phase fight, but after you defeat him, he will open up a secret area for you known as Purple Clad Mountains. Now, once he opens this area up for you, you will be able to enter. This area is pretty straightforward. There will be a little bit of exploration that you can do, but for the most part, it's not hard to find everything that you see here, but I would highly suggest exploring every little thing. As you go up the path here, the only way you can go, you will run into this snake that will essentially be the main person in this quest line and will be asking you to do a couple things for her. You will see her a couple times, and it's important that you listen to the things that she says. After, you're going to turn around and you're going to head across this bridge right here. There will be a couple spirits that you can find so long as you just explore the area, because down here in the wooded area, you'll find a tree spirit and you'll find like a venom snake spirit thing. Once you find this shrine right here, that's going to be Deity's Abode. You're going to head up these stairs and you will see the first boss chilling on top of his hut. Now, in order to activate this fight, you will have to break his pots and he will get extremely angry, and he's a pretty decent fight. So once you complete this fight, just follow the path that I show you right here at Petalfall Hamlet, and you will run into the second boss. This second boss initially will give you a quest. This quest basically will have you kill some of these guys that are wearing yellow, and once you get your quest key item, you will head back to him. After you head back to him, it will initiate a fight because everyone betrays you in this game apparently. But After you initiate this fight, you will get a cutscene. This cutscene will bring back that original quest giver, the snake, and she will transform into this individual, pull out whatever he took from you, and give you a nice transformation. Now, next and lastly, after you get to Cloud Rest Peak, which is the last shrine, you're gonna head up these stairs and you're gonna fight the last boss of this secret area that will give you the needle that you need to fight the last boss of the whole chapter. This will be a two-phase fight and he's pretty difficult, so be ready for that one. Now you will initiate a cutscene where the same snake lady will come and grab this needle for you and somehow imbue it with some kind of power from the individual you just killed, and she will give you the needle. This needle is going to be awesome and exactly what you need for the last boss fight. When you get to the last boss and you're fighting him in chapter 4, make sure you use the needle when he goes into the gold phase, just like this. The second he goes into the gold phase, and as you know, he will be very difficult, you can pop the needle and it will drop the gold phase. All right, so chapter 5 secret is actually going to start at Ashen Pass 1, which is in the Woods of Ember, which is pretty much right at the beginning. You'll see all these guys fighting, and then once you get a little further, the Pale Axe Stalwart is actually going to start fighting you as well. Now, this is the main NPC of the quest. You only need to get him down to about 30% of health. And once you do, you're going to want to speak to him. Naturally, you're going to want to exhaust all of his dialogue. Please don't forget to exhaust all of his dialogue in every single one of these steps. Now, once you finish talking, you're going to proceed a little bit and you're going to fight this cart right here. After you fight this cart, you will be able to get this Camp of Seasons shrine. You're going to want to rest here, turn around, and go back and speak to the Stalwart, which should be at the camp right over here on the corner overlooking. He's going to tell you how he wants to kill the Crimson, Silver, and Rusty Gold cart, and you're going to want to exhaust his dialogue. Now you're going to push into the story up until you get to the Furnace Valley Emerald Hall. This is going to actually be where you initiate a big boss fight, and you'll get this cutscene with the Keeper of the Flaming Mountains. Now, after you fight this boss and you finally defeat him, which isn't really that hard, you're going to continue. There's only one path to go next to the Emerald Hall, so follow those stairs up, take this path up these stairs, and you'll start coming under fire by this cart that's up there. That cart is actually the Crimson Silver cart that the Stalwart was talking about to begin with. You're going to go up the stairs and you'll actually see him fighting the cart up here if you've done this correctly so far. Now you're going to fight this cart, which is a pretty simple fight. And once you defeat it, you're going to speak to him once again. Do not forget to exhaust all his dialogue. I know I harp on that a lot, but it's very important. Now, once you exhaust all his dialogue, you are going to continue all the way till you get to Ashen Pass 3 in the Field of Fire. Now you will come across this big rolling ball with spikes that is actually pretty annoying and will instant kill you if you get hit. You'll eventually get to this fire field right here. Remember that, because you're going to have to go back. Once you get to this cutscene and the cutscene ends, before you go where she's at, you want to turn around and head back this way. Head back to where there was that fire that was blocking the path initially, and follow this path. You'll know you're going the right way if you go into this Flint Vanguard and actually initiate the fight. After you kill him, you're going to want to proceed. You're going to want to take his spirit. Now, I would suggest killing as much of these little worms as possible, because when you do, you will get flame cores, and you need to get 4 of them in order to initiate this little secret boss over here on the left-hand side. Once you deliver 4 flame cores, you will fight the mother of flamelings right here. After you pick her spirit up, you're going to keep pushing and follow this path. You'll see some lava patches, guys over there on the left, more lava. Seems like a little bit of a run, but you'll get to this shrine right here, which is the cooling pit. And if you've gone here, then you know you made it to the right place. After you pass the shrine, you're going to end up here where the gold cart is at, and you will actually see your buddy here pretty much almost gone because he just tried to fight it by himself. Now you're going to come and avenge him, and you are going to take on this rusty gold cart for your friend. Once you do so, you're going to want to go to him and speak with him and exhaust all of his dialogue. Now, once you finish talking to him, unfortunately, he will be gone. However, he will afford you the opportunity to go into this beautiful, amazing secret area that you see here. After you crash through this iced path right here, you're going to continue forward. Now, once you go down the slope, you are going to continue and you'll see a tower in the middle of this little like ice lake. The tower will immediately draw you in with a cutscene and you will enter the secret area. Now, the secret area is pretty straightforward. You will run into some NPCs and 2 boss fights. One of them actually being that big ball that you saw in the cutscene prior. Now, it turns out to be 2 little people inside of the ball, which is kind of funny. But once you take them on and beat them, they do take off. You can actually get their spirit at some point, and I forget exactly where it's at, stuck in a wall somewhere. You'll also get another spirit here by this big bull looking thing. You're going to pick that up and you're going to slide all the way down. And here you will come across the final boss. Now, this boss is going to hold some pretty good stuff, including something that you need to craft some pretty cool armor. But this is chapter 5, secret area. Now that you've finished everything, you don't necessarily need to do this next step. However, I would highly recommend that you gather all of Wukong's armor in chapter 6 before you head to the very last secret area at the Great Pagoda. Now, I do say this because the secret boss, which is Erlong, and you know, the guy you fight at the very beginning, yeah, big surprise, right? But he's a very difficult fight, so I would suggest you just be as powerful as you want, unless you think that you're ready to take him on. If that's the case, you can head over to the Great Pagoda. If you don't know where that's at or haven't gotten it yet, don't worry, I got you. Head to the snow-veiled trail at the Pagoda realm and follow this path that I have set for you right here. The shrine you just came from is a pretty early shrine that you get in chapter 3 once you get to the Pagoda realm, so you should be good to go. And once you come across this big, misty, beautiful gate, you're going to enter. You will now be in the Great Pagoda. Now, the Great Pagoda is going to hold all your portraits that you get throughout the chapters, throughout the game, which is pretty freaking amazing. So by this time, you will have all of them collected. Head up to the middle one where you will find baby Buddha chilling here, rubbing his Buddha belly, and he will let you into the secret area. Now, this secret area is Mount May. Now, this area is super straightforward. All you got to do is just follow the path. There's nothing here to loot or anything like that. You just head straight up to this shrine right here and just go straight to Erlong and have an amazing epic fight with this individual. He's super strong, but you know, with some dedication and perseverance, I think you got this. It took me about an hour and a half to beat this guy. I'm just gonna be honest with you, but my God, was it worth it. You get some epic things after an epic fight, and it's well worth it. Not only do you get his spear, but you also get an amazing transformation, which is the stone monkey transformation that you get to use whenever you like. Now, guys, this video was very jam-packed with information, and I truly hope that it helped at least one person get to this secret area. If you guys like this video, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If not, it's all good. We love y'all anyway. I will catch y'all on the next video. Much love, baby. Peace.